Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. In this video lecture, I'll be discussing about viral marketing. Now, as we all are aware of how a virus works, how it can be contagious enough to spread to mass of the audience in very limited time. So, such as the technique of viral marketing, where it can reach to our target audience in very quite less time. Your elements of viral marketing can be any video, post, audio, picture, content, or even a joke. So, if the content is engaging, entertaining, unique, and relevant enough for the audience, it would be an instant hit on the internet. So, if we talk in plain and simple terms, the viral marketing can be defined as a marketing technique in which the marketing content is framed in such a way that it generates huge interest among people and spreads like a virus. So there is a study done by Bazumo and Statista to evaluate the role of emotions to make online content viral. So as you can see in the pie chart, the most of the percentage is taken by the awe factor, then followed by laughter, amusement, joy, anger, empathy, surprise, and sadness. How does actually the viral marketing works? So if we see this viral marketing curve, it has two representations into it. One is the real effect and the viral effect model. So if we see the viral effect model, we can see that in comparison to the traditional marketing techniques, viral marketing curve rises with time. But how it is in the real time scenario is it goes through three phases: initial launch boost, plateau, and long tail. Initial boost is when the search takes place because of the curiosity. Then you have plateau phase, where it is the constant phase, represents community conversation around the campaign in blogs, community forums, and social networks. Long tail, legacy of viral campaign, and is created by huge amount of referrals generally created from a viral campaign. With time, the newness of the joke or the newness of the content would decrease. So anything which sparks in time would lead to downfall in the same time period. So if you take an example of the recent trend of what things to be done in the lockdown phase, so you had multiple recipes coming up. You had the term dalgona coffee represented, which is a representation of nothing but the fat-owing toffee, or is it said like fatty coffee. But because of the curiosity of what it is actually about, people searched about it, people were talking about it, so it saw an initial launch boost. Then in the later periods, when everybody was doing it, of course there was a conversation of multiple people doing about it, multiple people giving its recipes, multiple people talking about what everybody is talking about. So it was a plateau phase, and it would automatically see a long tail phase as well, where it would not be more of in talking about. Maybe you may find any criticism about it, you may find some jokes about it or memes about it as well. So we are understanding how any new keyword or any new term in the market works, or anything which is being viral, how the lifespan of that content is. Now, how viral can a campaign get? What all is the minimum and maximum range for it? So on the minimum, there can be some group of people talking about it, and there can be mass of audience if we talk about the Facebook audience or the social media audience. So even in a community, if there are 2.77 billion, that can be the maximum range of the campaign being viral. So why actually people go for it? How it is engaging for the customers? So if we talk about the driving forces behind a purchase, 50% of the revenue for an e-commerce business is influenced through social selling. Social selling, as there are very many forms of social selling, people giving what all is the best products, popular products. They may give the sale incentives, or there are posts about the people showing the existing customers how it is loving for how much they love their products. So even Apple uses that kind of advertisements, showing the pictures of portrait mode of its customers. Many people do it in their if you talk about small businesses, do it through their Instagram accounts, showing their post and with a caption or a hashtag client love. So that is what we call about social selling. So the reasons, the driving forces, 54% is edgy gossips, 42% email referral through the email referral technique, 47% is through website information, that is the content. Then you have 30% as online review, because people generally trust the reviews being done. They feel that these are actual customers which are reviewing based upon their experience out of it. Google has also started a technique of reviewing the travel places. Google Maps, if you would have ever visited a place, would ask you how would you like to rate, and would like to is building a community where people rate multiple places they visit, and ask you to post images if you have, and they would intimate in turn how many people are actually viewing those photographs or interested in that content. Now, how does it work if we talk about ways of increasing the sales through viral marketing? The first phase is the customer reach is exceptional because we can reach out to the mass of the audience. Our viral video on Facebook or YouTube can reach millions of people. Secondly, viral marketing has low cost. I don't have to work for people disseminating to multiple people. I don't have to take care about the transmission phase. There is no cost involved to the marketer or the company to transmit it to the mass audience. You just have to have a creative content, and it would involve lowest of the cost in the transmission. Then third is it builds and boosts your brand. If you hit the bullseye with your your viral campaign, people will share it with their network. Now there are a few 8 quick tips of doing the same. So the first is sales people find it hard to get response from the prospects. There is not every community, people community can reach out to the customers. So there is a difficulty in tracking each of the prospect. So we can have a target a mass problem. We can target a mass problem through my viral campaign. Create a story that includes web experiences. Spark a debate. Make it easy to share. There should not be any glitches for the people to share it across their community. Make it then create a viral loop between online and offline. There can be a loop that people talk in their personal groups when they are meeting personally. Invite social media reactions. And the last one, get on the emotional nerves of the people. So if we talk about emotions in viral marketing, that are the most important thing. If we hit that particular emotion which is currently prevailing in the market, we would automatically be a hit in the campaign. So there can be two types of viral marketing. One is private and one is public. So as per the Krishnamurthy research paper, an individual communicates information about a service to his social or her social network of friends, family. When you are just sharing through your social networking site, your audience, your friends can only view it, your family, colleagues can only view it. So it is private spread. And when we are disclose or sharing it on a public forum, that is automatically the public viral marketing technique. Now, one of the most successful viral marketing campaign is the Evian water bottle Baby Me campaign, released in 2013. It had 20 million views in just 2 days, 100 million views in after 10 weeks, and 6.9 million shares. The campaign app, which allowed people to babyfy faces, generated 25 million baby pictures. So it won silver and bronze in the film category, silver in the film craft category, and gold in the outdoor category at the 2013 Cannes Lions International Festival for Creativity. So, as we are able to see the campaign picture, you would expect to see babies, or if we hear the name of the campaign, which is Baby and Me, you are expected to see babies in this campaign only by reading the title, but you are sure you are not expecting to see yourself as a baby, and that's the catch. Baby and Me is a great campaign that conveys the message of brand association clearly and concisely. This campaign focused on to unleash your inner baby. The advertisement was broadcasted on television in more than 15 countries worldwide. So if we analyze the how it got connected to people, so the strategic choice was build the full brand ladder, yet focusing on the emotional benefit only. So they have so there is the categorization of the ladder. Why would people buy Evian water bottles? And because it has purity into it, which is represented in the campaign. Then also they talked about the functional campaign benefit. So what is the functional benefit of having Evian water bottle, or purchasing that water bottle? So it is health as the factor. So it does have the health benefit. Then emotional benefit, which is the youth, the feel of the campaign, which clicks the emotions of the audiences. So if we talk in the marketer's language, the advertisement type was informative, a reminder, persuading, a comparison, reinforcement, and also demonstrating its features. So this is a reinforcement advertisement campaign that emphasized on core differentiation point the brand has over its competitors, that is their water's purity. Their core purpose of this ad was to boost its market presence and attract new potential customers. To suffice the campaign in sentence, it is so refreshing that it makes you feel like a baby. So how many of you feel that it was the first time they tried with viral marketing and got a hit? The answer is no. They have been, although Evian has used babies in its advertisements since as early as 1935. And this was the only campaign that flew off the charts. They have tried using babies on rollerblades, babies breakdancing, naked babies, diving into swimming pools, enjoying some synchronized dancing, and babies falling on empty Evian bottles as well. So it took 78 years to get it right, but when they did, they sold. If you are familiar with the Evian brand, you would expect their advertisements to continue build their water on their water purity. Their slogan, or the positioning, if you would call it, Evian Live Young, is represented in each of their campaigns, and that's what they did here, building on their already built image of purity. So this is a renowned case study in topmost institution colleges, where they teach people about viral marketing through this only case study. So when should we use viral marketing? as we had seen in the example as well. It took about more than 70 years to get it right. So what is the right time to use viral marketing? So in situations where organization cares more about quantity rather than quality of customers. This is the first criterion. Then when there is not too much of heterogeneity in the lifetime value of customers. So if you do not have more of same type of customers, similar kind of likeliness kind of customers, then you should go with viral marketing, because you don't know what type of people your content would reach to and how would they react to. So it has to be a general concept which would click to mass of the audience. For companies with strong value proposition and that are market makers or innovators should only use it. Also, there are some warnings or things Krishnamurti suggests that should be clearly taken in mind. Choose the initial recipients of the message carefully and strategically. They must be popular, influential, representative of the company's target market. So if you have heard of influencers, can I choose any influencer for my campaign? No. I need to choose an influencer which is already influencing my product type of products, my related products or competitors' products. So I would choose that kind of influencer. And it needs to be a strategic consideration, not done merely out of convenience. I cannot randomly select who would be my first set of people who would I circulate my campaign to. Pick the message carefully. Content is the most important thing. It should communicate the organization's value proposition. So it should be in sync with the positioning of the organization. So it would automatically connect to the company and will ensure consistency of the brand image. Put control mechanisms in place. Consider how the organization will measure the impact of its campaign when it has a potential to reach to the mass of audience. And we talked about online and offline both. So how would I actually measure its effectiveness? So I need to have some measuring metrics ready in mind to measure my campaign. So your viral marketing comes with both pros and cons. It is probably the most cost effective marketing methods. So since users are mostly doing the job, so the cost is really low. It can reach out to the huge of the audiences without much investment. The range of this type of marketing is infinite. You can never know who can share the content with whom. Even small businesses can reach out to the wide range of customers with viral marketing. But they need to be very careful about how they are reaching to. Whenever the content goes viral, the decision that user makes is not invasive, hence the interaction is better and not similar to the traditional advertising methods. We are not saying in our campaign, in our viral marketing campaign, to buy or to consider our product. We are nowhere talking about these kinds of things. So the decision is invasive. They interact better with the organization, not feeling overburdened to purchase your product. So if you successfully create creative content, then you can best market your brand with the help of viral marketing. So of course it has some disadvantages in hand. Viral marketing can be extremely difficult to control once message spreads rapidly. So control mechanism is the major drawback here. Consumers can edit a message once they forward it to their peers, thus making it difficult to control the content. Consumers that are unwilling to receive such messages could consider your message as spam. Finally, it can be challenging for marketers to control the campaign's timing as well. So therefore, control can be seen as the most important and challenging factor of viral marketing campaign in order to maintain a good relationship with customers. So for businesses, it is common knowledge that negative reviews, messages or rumors would hurt the product's evaluation and reduce purchase likelihood and sales. So if the campaign goes wrong, so it can damage the brand's image to an exponential effect as well. So as we have heard a general notion or a quote, higher the risk, higher is the return. So if I am thinking of higher of returns through reaching out to mass audience, so similar is the risk here. So if it goes wrong, it can be a risky affair for the organization as well. So there is a study by Janaha Berger which has laid down 6 steps of virality. Here the steps is spelled as STEPPS. So it is social currency. People talk about things that make them seem smart or cool. So if you relate with Dalgona coffee, you would automatically understand these steps. So it was looking cool for the people to talk about Dalgona coffee. So triggers, top of mind, tip of tongue, what we are and what we talk is what we think. Emotion, when we care, we share. Focus on high arousal emotions. So it actually hit our the arousal emotions in that case as well. Public, built to show, built to grow. The more the public something is up to, the more likely people would imitate it. So you saw the people imitating the recipe. You might have, if you talk about your WhatsApp stories or any number of social media stories or posts, they were actually everybody was into a race to have newest of the recipes, newest of the things they are doing in this lockdown phase. So it should also have, the next P talks about, it should also have some practical value. So if they are having something and they are learning a new recipe, they would benefit their family. They would actually utilize their time in the lockdown phase. So it had a practical value. So then last is stories. Build a Trojan horse, a narrative or a story people would want to tell, which carries your idea along the ride. So I hope you understand these 6 phases clearly. Now, one of the most important subset of viral marketing is meme marketing, as usually pronounced as meme marketing. So what all you need to know about meme marketing, but at the same time I also know you must be knowing more about meme marketing than I know. Now if we talk in the definition terms, meme marketing is a subset of viral marketing, which is a practice of using mediums like word of mouth, social media networks to fulfill the marketing goals. Now, a meme is an element of culture whose style, concept, and behavior can be indefinitely imitated by public. But when we talk about internet meme, it refers to humorous image or a video having definitive style, concept, visually, which usually go viral on the internet. The style and the concept of image stays the same, whereas the copy changes. So you have different messages with the same lingo, with the same character, displaying multiple of the concepts. So unlike usual images, your memes have their own names like the success kid, the bad luck brand, overly attached girlfriend, and number of characters you have, and positioning in the minds of users is set for such and such characters. So memes are precise, spread through social networking websites, and have much of recall value. So it is one of the effective methods to turn your ads into memes. So I'll just show some popular memes in India. So Netflix India promoted its series Sacred Games through this meme, where it is represented that Katekar on his way to find out 25 दिन में क्या होने वाला है, and people are more interested in the hashtag JCB की खुदाई. Now the other example from Zomato is for those who live in the moment, not moment but moment. So extroverts have a need called FOMO. introverts have a need called JOMO, but they are talking about one particular dish only. And you have Zomato marketing through memes. Lastly, why do memes go viral? Has anybody realized why? Yes, they are funny. They connect to the humor instantly. Not just images, videos also go viral. Also, memes also come in form of funny and relatable GIFs and vines as well. So this trend of memes is one of the reasons for huge traffic on many GIF hosting websites and search engines like Imagor and Giphy. So it is relatable, you connect with the humor directly, and they seem to be generic and so relatable, and everyone shares it automatically. It is generic, memes are not copyrighted or related to any specific brand. These are generic that anyone can own, create, and share any meme without any restriction. A long lifespan they have. Have a considerably long lifespan, just like your favorite song in your head, which you will listen for 1,000 times more before you start hating it. A meme is also a thing of an obsession. It remains in the market till the time it is overused and doesn't irritate the users. So, with this, I close this explanation about viral marketing. I hope you like it. Please comment about your doubts about anything you like in this video. Do like and subscribe to the channel as well. Thanks. Have a nice day.